What's up, guys? How's this? Does this work? I hate technology, and technology hates me too. Let me tweet out the link. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Is it working now? New stream. I hate technology. Smiley face. It's working. Well, you know what? I didn't do anything wrong. It was YouTube. It's because I was talking shit. What the fuck? I didn't do anything. I was just living my best life, bitching about how shitty technology is. That maybe was where I went wrong. I want to know what all your comments were. If I go to the old one. Hello guys, welcome back. I'm just clicking through the old live to see if there was any other comments I wanted to respond to. I guess we will never know what you said. I wish there was a way to save comments or like see them all at once. YouTube, come on, get your shit together. Yeah, okay. No, I think we're mostly on the same page. Okay, well, as long as you can hear me. Can you hear the music behind me? Is it too loud, too quiet? I'm going old school, playing music on the speaker behind me instead of like doing it directly to the stream, because I can't do that with this microphone. Technology is so obnoxious. I just want to have a little bitch session with my friends about why technology sucks. And then the technology chooses to break. I find that extremely offensive. Extremely offensive. Can we pull up the chat of the old stream so we can discuss the comments? I kind of clicked through it. And that's what I was just saying. That, like, it didn't save. For some reason, it didn't save. It's not loud. Why is it not loud? It's not loud. Is it loud now? Do I just need to yell into the microphone? I'll yell if I have to. YouTube can't stop me. Oh no, the music isn't loud. I should probably remember what you're responding to before I go on another tangent. That's the other thing. There's a delay between when I say something and when you hear it and when you respond and when I see it in my chat. God, technology's awesome. It would be so much easier if we were just all in one room, right? Right? I love your shirt. Oh, thank you. I'm very proud of this one. This is it's on the back. It's from their Speak Yourself tour. I've gone on rants about merch before, but for Speak Yourself, just to summarize what I've said repeatedly, Weavers or Big Hit learned from Love Yourself, and they realized that the demand for merch for BTS is a lot bigger than they thought, and that the merch, the high quality merch that they had brought from Korea for Love Yourself tour was insufficient and was only satisfying, like, I don't know, 20% of fans, if even. Like, there was way more people who wanted to buy shit and were willing to spend the money, and they just didn't have it. So for Speak Yourself, which happened like, it happened on the heels of Love Yourself. So because of that, I don't think they had a lot of time to make more high quality Korean merch. So instead they partnered with like t-shirt and sweatshirt manufacturers in, I think in America, to make a lot of their merch. So this top was not offered during Love Yourself, but it was offered during Speak Yourself, and in sizes that fit my tall American body, versus like the sizes for the Love Yourself merch was like all smaller and tighter, and I was just like, come on, I can't fit in them. But the quality of it is, oh, there goes the chat. Fuck you, YouTube. Why don't you work the first time? But yeah, so like the quality of the stuff I think is a little down from like if you buy merch on Weverse now, it's really high quality. Like the fabric is very nice. Everything like is gonna last you a while. This stuff is very American quality, American t-shirt quality. So I don't think it's not gonna last me very long. And every time I wash it, it kind of fades and skews like sideways a little bit. But I still like it because I have it and it was cheap and it's in my size. So pros and cons. I think after that, Weverse learned from their mistakes, and that's why on Weverse you can get high quality stuff that's in plenty of like large sizes, but it's really expensive. That's their big issue right now. They could be making so much. I'm not here to go on a business rant. I could go on business rants forever, but like literally from the side, I just see them and how much they want to grow Weverse as like their main moneymaker, and they want to sell merch, and they want to make things that don't hinge on the artist so that the artist can like live a normal human life and they don't have to carry the whole company on their shoulders. So if that's the case, you need to focus on making Weverse cheaper. You need to focus on having merch that is not unisex, like is more diverse, and you gotta lower your shipping fees. And then people will fucking buy the shit out of all of that. And like I saw one of you guys earlier was saying that like this, like you don't really like the merch on Weverse. And I can understand that because from my standpoint, the merch on Weverse is very unisex. Like, and I like my shit extra girly. I just do. Like, I like when things are cut to emphasize curves, because I have them. And like the merch they have on there, and maybe this is just like a Korean clothing style, like all of their shirts are like have high neck collars, they're very boxy, and I'm like, this makes me look like a hospital patient if I buy this white t-shirt. It's not what I'm looking for. I want it to be prettier, I want it to be sexier, and that's why I go on the fan made websites where the merch is like more designed, you know, for a specific kind of taste, and it's made to order, and I love it. You guys have seen like the other shirts I've worn. Like, I find them so much better. Not so much better, because I will say the quality of the stuff I buy online is usually not as high as the quality of the merch that I would buy from Weverse, but the design of Weverse merch is not my design. It's not my preference. Everything is so basic. Yeah, it's basic. It's unisex. It's trying to appeal to the largest amount of people and age groups and genders and preferences and not offend anyone. And I feel like it turns it into soup that nobody wants. Well, that's a lie. People want it. They still buy it. We gotta save the stream from the Weverse curse. Yeah. Maybe I should stop bitching about them. Why so much butter merch? Yeah, see, and I wanted to talk about the concert, but I can't resist going on this tangent. I think Weverse, maybe Big Hit, maybe Hybe, doesn't understand why butter was successful, and they may have misconstrued the popularity of the song for us being in love with butter as a concept. And so everything needs to have butter on it because we love it, right? And the truth is no. We love BTS. We love them being able to game the system that has shut them out for so long and win it. We love being able to rub in everyone's face that we can do something as a fandom that no other fandom can do, and we can override an industry to the point where they have to change the fucking rules for the Billboard chart because we fuck them up, down, and sideways by playing by the rules. That, in my opinion, is why we love butter. And plus, it's a really fun song, and got ARMY right behind us when we say so. It's phenomenal, and I still secretly think it's a diss track. But I don't give a shit about actual butter. And I'm not gonna buy any merch with the butter design because I don't like butter for the butter design. I don't even want to think about butter because I live in America and everything already has butter on it. I don't need any more butter. I wish they had more sizes on Weverse. Yeah, I don't think they have all the sizes. And to be honest, the sizes they say, like, you have to look at a sizing chart, and the sizing chart is like really confusing to me. I also hate just ordering clothes online because I can never understand how to measure your bust area, your hip area, your blah 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 area. I'm like, I just measured it and I'm getting 3 different numbers and none of them match up to this chart. Hello, I don't know what to buy, and I don't want to, and I can't return anything to Weverse. Can you return shit to Weverse? So I don't want to buy several sizes and then be stuck with things that are not my size. No, thank you. Especially when it's so expensive. Maybe they up the prices because they can't handle the demand if it's cheaper. No, I don't think that would be a sound strategy. Because the answer would be, if there's a lot of demand, then you increase your resources so you can meet that demand. I think they price things expensive because getting it made with the high quality stuff they want is expensive, and they need to make money on top of that, and they don't know how to deal with the shipping issues. And if they're shipping from Korea to the rest of the world, that's why those shipping costs are so high. To solve that, they could make manufacturing centers in other parts of the world. So, like, if I am ordering a sweatshirt, and I live in America, I live outside of DC. So if I buy a sweatshirt, it knows the system Weverse knows my address, so it routes my order to, I don't know, a factory that makes it somewhere in the US that has the same manufacturing standards, that makes the same exact item as the one in Korea, and the shipping cost to me then is more like $5 versus $25. And if you live in Europe, they have a manufacturing center in Europe that will give you the same quality item, and your shipping costs will be €5 or €10 instead of €50. That's what they're supposed to be doing. And I've said this before, but I would guess that Lenzo Yoon, who is the CEO of America, am I making that up? I don't think I am, but you can fact check me. I think that's what he's working on, like making manufacturing centers and creating an infrastructure in America for Weverse so that it's cheaper for us to buy shit. Once they figure out how to make those shipping costs go down, I think the next step is figuring out how to diversify what they have so that we can all buy the shit that is our style. They need to have factories in the US and Europe, even if the quality is slightly less, but there will be demand. Yep. They need to recommend... No, don't scroll. They need a recommend section for fans to make recommendations and better looking merchandise. Take a hint from fan made merchandise. I agree. And I would love for fans to be able to submit like their own work. Like if you're an artist, like a fan artist, and you already have a t-shirt, you already have all the dimensions and everything, you should be able to submit your shit and have that be sold so that Weverse can see this is what we like. And I think there may also be different tastes based on where you are geographically in the world. I think they should sell. Again, I think this is the idea, hopefully, where Weverse is heading, that they'll sell a bunch of different shit and blah, blah, blah. I just think they are very slow in progress on this. And I'm not sure why. Maybe they were focused on this concert. That didn't really work out for them. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe they've been dealing with other shit in the background. I don't know. I just keep going back to the point that if they have repeatedly said that they want Weverse to be like the flagship dominant part of the business, then they need to make more progress in it. Otherwise, we start all getting really irritated. I don't buy fan-made stuff, though. How pretty it may be. Most of them profit off the boys' image with copyrighted stuff. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. The stuff that I've gotten, is from, like, what is it called? Free Republic? Free Tea Public? It's all fan-made stuff. I don't know. I just personally come from the perspective, I buy enough official stuff already. Weverse has taken a big chunk out of my paycheck. If I want something else that's my style, I'm gonna buy it elsewhere until you provide me an official way of buying it from you. Like, speak of the devil, I don't know if you can see, but right there is the BTS lyrics book and the BTS recipes book that they, randomly just sold. I haven't even opened one of them, but I have it because I can't say no, because I might one day need to know the recipes. I don't even like to cook, but I have it. I wish they had merchandise that renewed their earlier concepts. Would have been nice for the yet to come stuff. Yeah, that would have been a good idea. But maybe they don't think the demand is there. I don't know. I just think whatever process they have right now to decide what goes in the store, what they sell, how to design it, they need to work on that. It's not on the pulse of the fandom of like what we actually want. Give me BTS and ARMY logo merch that I'd buy. Exactly! This is timeless. That's why I bought it. Exactly. I would buy butter in supermarket if BTS on it. Fair enough. Imagine if they had merch with Boy in Love and Boy with Love. That would be so cute. Like all the fun parallels. Yes! That is what they're missing. Whoever they have like in charge of like creative Weverse design is either isn't doing their job or they don't have someone in that position and they need to. They should hire us. Or if they shipped a larger amount together to a warehouse and then out to people from there. Exactly. Yeah, you get it. Like, there are ways around the shipping cost issue, and they haven't yet implemented them. And I don't know if it's incompetence or some big barrier in the way. I don't know what it is. What is shipping costs on Weaver Shop US like? It's cheaper, but the item gets to you later. Like usually a couple months after than when you get it if you buy on the global store. And so it's like, if I buy on global store, the item will cost $50 and shipping will be $25. If I buy it on, so total $75. If I buy it on US store, the item will be $60 and shipping will be $10. So total $70. So technically it's a little cheaper for me to buy from the US store, but I get it much later. So I'm like, fuck it. If the difference is like $5, $10, I'm going to go buy it from the global store because I want it sooner. They need an army on their merch design team. They do, but also we could provide this service. Just give us like a suggestions box where it's like, if you use our design, that person gets 15% of the profit or 5%. I don't fucking know. But like, you have a very willing fan base. Include us. Include us. You don't have to hire and pay for a new person to figure this out for you. Speaking of fan-made merch, look at this. Isn't this sexy? This is Dang. Oh, no, what am I saying? Deshita. And this is fan-made. I bought it off of someone advertising on Twitter. Who was it? Fuck. Who did I buy this from? I'm gonna give them a shout out because I really like my thermos tumbler. 7 Dreams 613. Hold on. Can I share my screen? Oh God, it's so tiny. I can't show you. It's written out 7 Dreams and then the number 613. They have a Twitter. They have a website. It came to me really quickly in good quality. You can pick your color. I figure armies deserve credit and a shout out when they give me good shit. How do I turn this off? Okay. I'm sorry, I couldn't make that bigger. I don't know how. I bought one of those tumblers for one of my Yoongi bias friends. Yeah, it's really great. I bought the 30-ounce one because I'm a thirsty girl, but it gets really heavy. So I only use it with the straw because I can't lift it very easily. My friend also bought the 20-ounce one, so it's smaller, and she got a different design. I just think it looks badass. And like, if I had a shirt like this with like dragon scales, purple dragon scales, I would wear the fuck out of that shirt. I would wear the fuck out of that sweatshirt. This is what I want Weavers to be giving me. This is fucking cool. This is what I think of when I think of BTS music. Not the sanitized unisex stuff that you can buy on Weavers. That's not BTS for me. That is corporate cleaned up stuff. This is what I like about BTS, and this is what I want outsiders to see. That BTS is fucking cool, and they make me fucking cool for liking it. Anyway, this has become a very long tangent. This turned into a Weavers hate party. And this is why I always get annoyed when I used to do my Army Finance 101 videos or my Twitter threads for Army like business. Everybody would be like, I'd have some stupid people being like, oh, you're a company stan. You're stupid. They're harassing BTS. They're abusing BTS. And I'm like, I'm not a company stan. I very much admire Hybe and a lot of the things they've done, and I think it's phenomenal. But I will be the first person to shit on them when they do something very wrong. People are stupid. Okay, alright, we're gonna go back to the concert. In conclusion, Weverse is a shit show, and one day they will fix that shit, and we will all be happy. But until that day, we will shit on them, as is our right. So, let's talk about the concert. The amazing concert that I tried to take notes on. Where is my notes? You guys feel free to chime in if you have anything to say about, well, crap, where's the thing? As I go through these songs or whatever. Let's talk about this. We will be gray by the time they catch up. Whatever. I'm in this Bangtan shit until I die, and even in the afterlife, I will still be doing the fan chant, so... No problem. Alright, first, before we even get into the set list, I want to talk about, how amazing their stage design was. I'm trying to see if I can find some pictures of it. BUSAN concert. I'm sure some people took pictures of that, right? Oh, this is so cool. Okay, we're gonna go here. Can you guys still hear me? Well, that's cute. I didn't know that they had tweeted this. Yeah, first off, when I saw this stage, I was like, holy shit, this is incredible. Hold on. Trying to skip ahead. I just want the venue. Yeah, okay, this is a good one. Like, when I saw this, I first off was really grateful that the campaign by... I'm gonna need you to break down the cost of this concert, like who paid for it, because this concert was epic and huge. Girl, I don't fucking know. That shit isn't publicly available unless it's some... Like, how much did PTD Las Vegas cost? Also, I don't know. All that stuff is secret. Unless some journalist or newspaper decides to find that information out and publish it, I don't know. You know, like, I could probably tell you the only thing that HYBE is obliged to provide to the public in terms of financial information is a quarterly earnings statement that says in aggregate for this quarter, for the last 4 months, this is what we paid for concerts. That's it. That's all you get. And then you have to extrapolate, which was why I was doing those videos where I was analyzing their earnings, because if you have like a know-how of how that shit comes together, you can kind of read between the lines. But for like an individual concert, unless they explain it somewhere and they feel proud to say, this is what we spent on a concert, we ain't gonna find that shit out. That's a secret. Weren't they asked for sponsors for the concert because the Busan City Council didn't want to pay for it? That's why there was a bunch of non-BTS ads. Okay, so Can I find my own tweet? Me, who does not know how to use Twitter. Open. What the fuck is my username? How many times have I said HYBE? Damn it. I did like a thread where I like basically, I don't know if I'll find it, where I went through their statement and I basically interpreted what they were trying to say. Sorry, you're gonna see me like being in love with BTS. I found it. Yay. Okay, so basically, you remember how they had that big public statement after all the shit show that was the like basically the backlash to them having this concert in the middle of nowhere in Busan, in that like random field where everybody was like, there's one road in and out of this place, it's a field, there's no facilities, this is gonna be a shit show, this is very dangerous. And K-Army like basically just like had all these campaigns saying like, you can't do this, this has to be safe for people, you're going to self-sabotage your own World Expo bid if this is a disaster, and at this venue it will be a disaster. We cannot do this unless you have an answer for all of the issues that currently exist here. And there was a lot of news coverage over it. And so there was a lot of coverage of it, and then there was like people saying like, city of Busan is like redirecting people to go talk to Hybe for paying for it, blah blah blah. There was a lot of sensationalist media going on over it, and we all were freaking out on the outside of it because we're like, what the fuck is this? So after that, Hybe released a statement, and their statement was like very diplomatically worded. And my thing is I read diplomatic stuff and I'm like, this means nothing to me because it's diplomatically written, so it's designed not to offend anyone, right? So I'm like, all right, let me think about this. What are they actually trying to say? Okay, and then this was what I gleaned of what they were trying to say in their official statement. One, the first thing is that they knew the whole venture was going to be expensive and that they were going to have to pay for a lot of it, and that they've always, like, before they agreed to do it, they had a plan to finance the whole thing and to make it work. And then the second point is that they were okay with covering the cost that they couldn't find sponsors for, and that they were okay with doing that all along. And as proof of that, they never even asked for BTS to be paid for their performance. The whole point of this was that they wanted to do this for free because it meant a lot to BTS to be included in something like this, to be part of this World Expo bid. To no audio. Ugh! Why is there no audio? Is there no audio now? Is the audio still broken? Okay. Kill me. You freaked me the fuck out. Alright. It's not me. It's not me. Alright, good. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Woo! I was literally about to lose my shit. So anyway, to get back to what I was saying. So, someone did a big Twitter thread on what a World Expo bid is and why countries participate in it. And do I think they will win? Unclear. But basically, from like 5-minute summary, 5-second summary, the World Expo happens every 5 years. Countries bid on it. Like, they basically, like, the bid, like, the next country for the next bid is picked 7 years in advance, so that they have time to build the infrastructure that is needed to host this. And basically, it's the World Expo goes on for like 6 months in a certain country, and the whole point of it is for people from all around the world to gather to share in like technological progress, art. It's basically like, you know, why we have Olympics every 4 years, so that countries can get together and progress the human form and physical feats and blah blah blah. The World Expo is the same thing, happening every 5 years for the mind and our technological advancements as a globe, and what different countries can contribute to that. And so if you win the World Expo, it is a huge influx of money into your country because you're going to have all of these people come and visit over the course of like 6 fucking months instead of like the Olympics, which happened over like a couple of weeks. 6 months of people visiting your country to see what you've put together for the World Expo. They bring a shit ton of tourism money and into the country, so it's really beneficial for the country to be picked for this. And what that thread was saying is that it's really, basically there's like a small committee of people who vote on the bids and pick the next country, and there is a lot of politics involved in it. So apparently prior to this past February, when Russia invaded Ukraine, Russia was like the number one choice for winning this bid, but that's not gonna happen anymore for obvious reasons. And another big contender, Saudi Arabia? Qatar? I can't remember. No, Qatar is the World Cup. It was somewhere in the Middle East, but there's a lot of political issues with selecting them right now as well. And you make this selection to have this World Expo in a country 7 years in advance. So there's a lot of shit that can happen between now and then. Saudi Arabia and Italy. Okay, thank you. So before this concert, before BTS were selected as ambassadors for this bid, no one basically knew, I think, that South Korea was in the running and they were trying to submit a bid and be considered. And because BTS were included in this, everyone's eyes, all of ARMY's eyes, and all of the industry that we drag along with us immediately turned to focus on that and to pay attention to that. So we have brought a spotlight on this country and their bid when there was none before. So our attention alone has really helped them. Whether they will be selected, I don't know. I don't know what the criteria that these people, the small select group of people who make this decision, what their criteria is, but yeah. So in a nutshell, that's what that is. So that's why BTS are like, we care about this. We want to be involved in it. We want to help our country. And then 3, they knew this was going to be a shit show. But because of the media coverage and the way we were all freaking out, they decided, okay, we'll explain to you that we've got this so that you can just calm down. 4th point is that they wanted to make it known that they were not forced or pressured politically into doing this concert by the government. And they themselves like wanted to be involved in this, and they have helped their country with other events before like this. So this isn't the first time they've ever done stuff like this. And one notable example is when they had their performance in France. This was during either their Love Yourself or Speak Yourself tour. Might have been Love Yourself, where there was some French-Korean event happening while they were in Paris for their concert. So they attended this as well as like presidential ambassadors, and they performed there as well. So this isn't the first time they've been involved with politics through their art. And then 5, because everybody was like saying like, you know, city of Busan government, like you guys need to be paying as well. You're just using BTS. Hybe was saying, you know, stop doing that. We actually don't feel comfortable making the government pay for this concert because it's technically not the government paying us, it's taxpayers. So it's a sensitive issue. Like stop pressuring them to pay for us. Like we got this covered ourselves, and we had all this figured out when we agreed to do it. And then 6th point, none of these concerns will harm the quality of the concert except Weavers. So don't worry about that. Like everything will be fine. And the last point is we're really patriotic and proud of this bid and our participation in it. So please focus on supporting us and watching, and, you know, rather than being concerned and having all those issues. So, yeah. So it looked very high quality. It fucking did. So with that context, this is why I was really happy that they selected this venue, because literally the first time you look at it, it's so awesome. Like, and it looks a lot safer than being in the middle of fucking nowhere, like in some field. I think having raised seats for people who are further away from the stage should be a requirement. So the fact that, like, it's not just a field, you have, like, actual, like, stands is awesome. That stage itself is incredible. I loved how they would basically have solo cams on each member in that design, and it's the same design as their yet to come Proof album. I think it's so cool. I was actually, like, annoyed when they would pan away from the screens, because I'm like, no, I want to see the screens. I want to see what's on them. And, like, the drone would, like, zone by. By the way, those drone shots were awesome. I feel like they might have learned from Hobbypalooza, where during the Hobbypalooza live stream, you had drone shots going through the audience as well, but it was done really shittily because, I don't know, it just was. Like, it wasn't very high quality and all of that. So here, they had really awesome drone shots that were, like, 360 and upside down. And I was like, I am the coolest Bumblebee right now. Like, I wish I could watch the concert like that myself. Like, I don't know. It just, I really like those drone shots because they really showed the magnitude of the amount of people that are there and how involved those people are, that it's not just people passively watching being like, yay, good job. It's dynamic. Everybody is really into it. And usually the way you would show that is by having the audio of people cheering and all that. But when you do that, you ruin, the audio for the people listening on the online stream. So they had filtered all those noises down, and then they had all these drone shots that were just showing how cool it was. I don't know, I keep watching this clip. It's fucking awesome. I wondered if there were visiting dignitaries. Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. I googled this just for that video or for that picture I showed you, but what is this? Some info about Yoongi's Flat Earther shirt. By the way, their outfits in the entire concert, but especially in the beginning, blew my fucking mind. I didn't know where to look. I wish I had 8 pairs of eyes. Like, I wanted to stare at everyone, and I wanted just to pause the concert and just focus on what they were wearing. But you can't pause a live recording. So, hold on. And I really liked his shirt. He's a sexy man. The earth is flat. Don't you know that? The brand's creative team ponders about the elusive nature of wealth in the age of Bitcoin and the internet, where anyone can become a millionaire by chance or bet, where privacy has become so poor as to be defined today's true luxury. While conspiracies about aliens, 5G technology, and flat Earth spread like a virus. A world that can sound, depending on the point of view, futuristic or dystopian, very far from the era in which couturiers focused on a new type of clients, industry tycoons and their family, who made money with everything from oil and real estate to butter and chocolate bars, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I don't know what the rest of this is saying. That's a very interesting shirt and makes complete sense. The thinking behind the collection is rather topical. It begs the question, what does it really mean to be rich and famous? On one hand, the collection felt like a roast of the nouveau riche who flaunt their wealth excessively online on a daily basis, and those who made a fortune by trading in cryptocurrency. All the symbols of wealth and inflammatory online topics such as 5G, aliens, and flat earth theory were on full display across the collection as decorations. Oh my god! Yoongi's so special. So smart. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. That is a really good question. Okay. Okay, let me go back to this. This one. Okay. I lost all my comments already. In conclusion, their stage design was awesome. My tea is so cold now. I've been gabbing away. Alright. Okay. First thing. The fact that they started with Mic Drop was awesome to me, because usually that song has been their ending song for their concerts, as like as kind of like, you watch this whole concert, they've proved to you how awesome they are, and the last song is, this is exactly why I'm untouchable. Fuck you, goodbye to the haters. And this concert, instead, opening with Mic Drop, seems like it's saying, hello, nice to meet you. I'm the fucking shit. I don't even have to prove to you why I'm the shit. Enjoy the concert. They all looked amazing, but Hobie screamed superstar, rock star. Oh my god, yes. His leather jacket, his hair extensions. I'm so into his new look. I'm so into him exploring the side of himself. And the more I see it, the more I believe it. Basically before his album, Hobie was like kind of hiding that side of himself, the darker side of himself, and he was just focusing on the positive and being hope for other people. And when Jack in the Box came out, it's kind of like we're getting to know him all over again. And I'm just like, this is hard for me to reconcile the darker parts of you with what I have known you to be for years. And so it's taken me some time. Focus on me. Focus on my camera. It's taken me some time to become more comfortable with that side of him and to be like, okay, I understand where you're coming from and what this is. And it's been a couple months. So to see him pop out the start of this concert dressed like that, I'm like, that's my motherfucking baby! J-Hope, the badass! God, Jungho Seok, fucking love him. I love them all. They were amazing. And yes, you guys are right. To at the end of Mic Drop, where Namjoon says, live a life, what does he say? Live your life, suckers. I wish you good luck. I was silently screaming. Hubby's still asleep. I was just sitting here losing my fucking mind. Every time I would jump, my cats would like run away, and I'd just be like, I can't believe it. Namjoon, they all came in ready to draw blood, and Namjoon drew first blood by doing that, and I was just like, oh, they pissed. They fucking pissed. They came into this concert with a lot of furious energy, and I'm just like, pour it over me. I'm watching whatever you want. Fucking insane. And then to follow that up with like, they finished Mic Drop, and I'm just like, oh my god, that just happened. And then the next song was Run, BTS. My heart just stopped. I was like, oh my god. I'm getting it already. I'm getting the choreo. I'm getting the performance now. I don't think I blinked during it. I just sat here like staring at my screen like, oh my god. And then I started screaming silently. That chorus, that everything, the dancing, the rage, like. And if you also think of it from like a thematic perspective, Mic Drop is saying like, fuck you, I'm the shit. Like, I don't care about your hate. I don't need to do anything. I'm awesome. Mic Drop. And Run, BTS is saying, I'm better than you, and I come from the most humble beginnings. All I did was just keep running while the rest of you did fuck all. I worked my ass off. And that's why I'm gonna taunt you. Because I ran. What did you do? And I'm just like, They came with fighting words. They came ready to lay down the law, and the rock arrangements from their band of these songs was just like, just fucking jaw-dropping. Amazing. We love when they are blunt and petty. Yeah. You know, this, so I was thinking about this. I believe that their principle is that if they have something to say in response to whatever shit they're getting from society, they're going to do it through their music and on a stage. That is their arena. That is where they have command and control over what's happening. And that's where it's the ultimate diss. And that is also what makes them the ultimate authentic artists, because they understand that like, you know how I've said this before, you know how in the West you have a lot of celebrity feuds, like people who have, you know, like celebrities, like two artists that, you know, hate each other, and they have passive aggressive tweets at each other, and they make comments and blah 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 at their concerts sometimes, and or they meet up at some celebrity event and they, you know, have an altercation, like, you know what I'm talking about, and it ends up, you know, being reported on, and that's the feud that everybody watches. It cheapens the fact that those are artists. Their craft, their chosen weapon is their art. So painters should respond to criticism and hate and negativity through their paintings. Poets should do it through their poems and their performances. And artists and musicians should do it on a fucking stage in their music. And that's what they fucking did. That, I think, is the most elegant. The audio is getting weird again. No! Stop it! Is it weird? Is this weird? Is the audio weird again? What if I turn off the music in the background? Is it better? What if YouTube is just like listening to the music that I'm playing, and they're just, and YouTube starts thinking that I shouldn't be playing that music? Maybe it is the music. I think it's the fucking music. Fuck you, YouTube. All right, well, let me know if it breaks again. Oh, there it goes. It's okay for me. Okay, I'm gonna keep going and let me know if it's broken. What was I saying? Oh yeah, BTS are the most elegant people ever. I fucking love them. They're so classy. They are classy. What pauses? I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting here talking about the artists I love. Why won't you let me do it? Why is it breaking? I'm sitting here in silence. I'm not doing anything. I haven't touched anything. My hands are right here. It's not me. It's YouTube. I swear it's not me. Why is it breaking? I'm sitting here in silence. I'm not doing anything. I haven't touched anything. My hands are right here. It's not me. It's YouTube. I swear it's not me. I'm confused because I just watched myself on my stream and it's not cutting in and out. Why does it keep buffering? Why can I see myself but you can't? The audio's... Why is it breaking? I'm sitting here in silence. I'm not doing anything. I haven't touched anything. My hands are right here. The one other thing I know that I could maybe do, if I could, I'm trying to, my webcam has a camera as well. My webcam has a camera. No, I meant to say my webcam has a mic. But I don't the internet is hard. Okay, how is it now? Is it still shitty? Worst comes to fucking worse, I'll stream from my goddamn phone. I don't care, YouTube. You can't keep me down. I want to talk about BTS. Does anybody want a potato stream from my phone? How's the audio? I miss the music. The music was kind of nice. It's not me. It's YouTube. You're really breaking now. But only some of you, not all of you? Out of sync and crackling. Come on, YouTube.